All right, thanks, Isaac, for that update. So some of the best anglers have made their way to Columbus for the Bassmaster Open on the Tenntom Wtaerway. Now, it's the first major event held on the waterway since 2004. Now, the tournament kicked off this morning, and Mr. Hank Weldon joins me in studio to tell us all the details. Yeah. Thanks for coming in studio this morning.
Happy to be here. Yeah, this is fun.
Okay, so this is a big thing. We haven't had this since 2004. What does this mean for Columbus?
I mean, it's huge. Well, I hope it's huge for the community. You know, we're going to bring in a lot of anglers, 155 anglers coming in. You know, we're going to hopefully showcase the river and what it can do, and, you know, maybe invite some people from all over the country to come to Columbus and see its southern hospitality and fish the river, you know?
So. Okay, so with a tournament like this scale, I guess, how do you even get started into like professional bass fishing? And then let's talk about the coverage that the anglers have to fish on.
So that's not, getting started. It's a lot like tennis or golf, right? You kind of have to have those stars aligned. We've got, you can start fishing in tournaments with bass at second grade, as crazy as that sounds. So junior, high school,
so we're dedicated.
College, right? You start working your way through, and you know, this tournament, think of the Opens as like AAA of baseball. This is the series right below the professionals.
Yes.
And they're trying to get to that professional ranks, and the only way to get there is through the Open. So at the end of this season, the top 10 will move on to the Elite Series from the season-long events we have here. But you know, you kind of test your ability through those younger amateur ranks, and then if you think you got it, those sponsors find you, and, you know, and then you align yourself, and then you start fishing semi-professional events and just keep working your way up the ladder.
Now, for this tournament, you said they have a long stretch to cover, which is crazy when you hear it.
Yeah, so they can run all the way to Bay Springs Lake, to the bridge on the, I think it's Highway 60 bridge, it's the northern boundary, or all the way on the southern boundary to the Coffeyville Locking Dam.
Y'all, it's been a long time since I've been to Coffeyville. That is. So, and then how many fish are we getting to catch a day? And then I guess what makes us get a winner?
Sure. So each professional, each angler, 155 of those, can bring in 5 fish per day, 5 bass. You can't bring in crappie, catfish, or any of those. And they have to measure 14 inches minimum, but they can be, there's no maximum length limit there. And the angler with the most weight at the end of the tournament wins the tournament, wins right at 40 grand, punches their ticket.
40 grand? Let me hop on this over here. Okay, so this is a community event. It's free, but we can also stream it on Friday, correct? For like the top 10?
Yep. So each day, takeoff start at 6:15, so local, if you want to come out, Columbus Marina, it's basically a boat parade. We do safety checks, but we send them out one at a time. We did that this morning at 6:15, and then we flight them. The first group comes back at 2:15, the next group at 2:25, and we'll do that all the way to 3:45 today. And the weigh-in will be on the stage at Columbus Marina, but then you can also watch that on BassMaster.com each day, the weigh-in. And then on Friday, the top 10, we'll have our production crew with those, and there'll be a camera on each angler's boat for the whole day. So you can just go to BassMaster.com and watch how they break down this river for the next 3 days.
And then I guess quickly before we go, you said there is a skill to it, so they can't have any live bait. So kind of talk to me about that.
Yeah, I mean, our rule book's huge. You know, it's about like a golf rule book. So there's a lot of those. But kind of the key is you have one rod, one reel at a time. I mean, these anglers will have 25, 30 rods, but you can only be using one of those at a time. And it's one cast, one lure, and you know, you've got to be able to entice that bass to hit the baits.
Yeah, like that's crazy to me. But you said like any sport, there's an art to it, and obviously these guys are awesome. Quick question: are there any girls, or is it only?
Yeah, we have a few female anglers, and we actually have a female initiative called BassMasters, and we have a few of those representatives here this week representing the female side of bass fishing.
Well, super fun. So if we want to come out to it, we just go to the Columbus Marina. You guys might could get some autographs. Might could get some fish. Take a picture with a fish. Look, this sounds so fun. And Mr. Hank, I appreciate you for coming in and telling me all about it. Now let me go get my little Walmart fishing pole and I'll try it out.
Come on.
All right, guys, we'll see you right after the break.